Hi everybody, it's so good to see you today. Today's practice is going to be focusing on resting and releasing. There is going to be a little bit of flow, but we are going to be utilizing a block or a very thick book. Another thing that I like to suggest is getting a bag of flour, like a big bag of flour, and placing it in a reusable shopper bag, and then taping up that reusable shopper, and then letting that be your block. So if you don't have a yoga block, no big deal. The reusable shopper with the bag of flour taped up could be just as effective. So what we'll do is we'll actually get started a little bit different today. Let's start in forward fold. And what we'll do is have the block near the back edge area of the mat. And next what we'll do is we'll step near the front of your space, bringing your two fists together. We're going to bend our knees generously and bring those fists in between the feet. And that's how we access hip width distance apart, keeping that deep, generous bend of the knees, and then releasing the spine over. Can the shoulders flow up into their sockets? And right away, offering an affirming nod of your head. Yes. Exaggerate it. Let it be big and expressive. And a huge clearing flow of the head. No. Encouraging range of motion and loving release. And then we're going to stay here in this deep forward fold bend, literally trying to decompress our spines. If this is feeling a bit much for your hamstrings, you can absolutely do this while seated in a chair, and you'll still get the benefits of releasing in your spine. Either way, keeping that generous bend of the knees, allowing the breaths to flow up your legs, imagining an element of water, and then washing down your spine. So with the inhale, we invite the element to flow up the legs. And with the exhale, we wash that element down the spine. 4 more long breaths. Already infusing in our breaths and our conscious choice of being here, showing up on our mat to help rest, release, rejuvenate. There's been a lot of requests from y'all about low back releasing, so the low back is going to be part of it. There's also been requests for breath work and voice release, so of course, some time for us to free up our voice with the harmonium. And then maybe we can find a big sway of the spine side to side, keeping that element of water in mind, so maybe the arms are flowing across this element of water, creating a ripple effect of release. With every exhale, we have the opportunity to release what isn't serving us in moving forward, in healing, in understanding. And then we'll go ahead and pause at center, even deeper bend in the knees as we slowly, very lovingly flow up the spine. And once we land up, we'll flow shoulder circles front to back. 3. Placing your hands onto your heart. Bow your head to your heart. Allow the water element to wash your shoulders towards the floor, pulling your core and your heart up towards your listening mind. Bowing our heads to our hearts. How are you right now? 4 breaths. Just letting yourself be real, sincere. And allowing this to be an opportunity to embrace your embodiment, your experience right now. No need to change or force your way out of what is right now within you, body, mind, and heart. So that being said, let's gather up that connection as arms flow up. Bending knees, generous Swan dive here. Releasing the spine. Hands on legs. Reach your spine long. Open mouth release. One more time like that. Long inhale. Generous exhale. Bending knees, rolling up the spine. The arms will stay down. So when we land up, we can flow those shoulder circles front to back. 3. Flowing the water across your heart. 2. Easing, lubricating the shoulders. 1. Arms flowing up, gathering up your connection. And then bending knees generously, swan dive down. And then halfway lift, inhale, long spine. Open mouth clearing. Maybe the next time we offer sound, inhale. Open mouth. Bending knees, rolling up, keeping the arms down to flow those shoulder circles front to back. 3. Soothing waters. 2. And then the last one here. Drizzling the arms down towards that element of water. Pulling the core, the heart, the crown up to the sky while our feet ground in this soothing element of water. With every inhale, we gather this water up our spine, up the trunk of our torso, our legs. With every exhale, we anchor deeper into the earth, allowing the breath to flow, that ripple that begins from our feet and then flows out, a big circle, a big vibration. Maybe every exhale you offer sound, allowing that vibration to travel away from you, creating that ripple effect of conscious change within you, around you, by embodying and embracing yourself as you are right here, right now. What do these water elements look like? What is the color, the texture? How does it feel? Claiming connection to that as the arms rise up. Bending knees, generous swan dive down. Halfway lift, observing the element of water. Open mouth clearing. One more. Swaying the spine, allowing the arms, the hands, the crown to play in this element of water. Two more breaths here. And then we're going to shift to inspire time for spinal rotation, more fluidity and mobility in the spine. So bending knees, rolling up the spine, the arms will stay down as we flow those shoulder circles front to back. 3. Lovingly. 2. Flowing awareness. 1. Hands and fists behind you, where the low back travels to your glutes. Elbows flowing towards one another as we pull our core, heart, crown. Shine your face up. And then guide your hips forward. Reach your heart up and away. Maybe the gaze travels up the ceiling or up the sky, wherever you're practicing, taking in your surroundings. And then standing all the way up, arms flowing up. Bending knees, open arms, open heart, swan dive. Opening to these healing waters as we halfway lift, gazing at your element of transformation, rejuvenation. Hands and knees, tabletop position now. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, the fingers are spread out nice and wide. And then we'll inhale, cow spine, open heart, reaching seat up. And then exhale, cat spine, opening your back space to the sky. 3 more. Element of water. Long spine, toes tuck under. Inverted V, Adho Mukha. Right leg will flow up. Maybe we do this from tabletop position, the shape we were just in. We could bend the right knee, flow big circles with this right leg. And then the other way. Right leg long, right foot meeting the left leg up. Bending your left knee, fluid circles. And then the other way. Left leg long, left foot meeting the right, downward facing dog, heels rise. Bending knees, looking at your hands. Feet towards your hands, forward fold. Uttanasana, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to ease. Bending knees, rolling up. This time, arms flow up. Hands together at your heart. If it's okay with you, closing down your eyes. Otherwise, gazing at a point that is steady, stable. Checking in. And staying in this flow of conscious connection as we flow the arms up. Left arm forward, right arm back, open heart twist. And then the other way, inhale, arms up, other way. One more time each way. Something different as our arms flow up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Now what we'll do is allow the hips to travel in that same direction. Bend your left knee a lot. My right hip is traveling towards the back of the space. And then I'm going to go ahead and reach forward with my left arm while the right hip crease reaches as far back. So those opposing directions. I hope you feel your right glute a lot already. I know I am. Maybe the IT band. So it's the outside area of the right leg. And then we can bring the right arm to the, or the left arm rather, to the left thigh, reaching your right arm up to the sky. Open your heart. Maybe lift your gaze up. If you notice a test of balance, you're not alone. Let's rotate through this right wrist to gift us more time here. We could stay looking up. Maybe we look down. Maybe that's a different experience for your neck. Other way with the wrist. How's your breath? Bending your right knee to meet the left. Bringing your arms open to face me. Both arms up. Hands to your heart. Now the other side, so arms flowing up. Right hand forward, left arm back. Twisting the other way. Now perhaps you have a view of me so you can notice how it is from the back view. Bend your right knee a lot. Left hip crease flows back. So the hips are shifting quite a bit towards the left side. Reaching forward with your right fingertips, your spine, your crown, while the left hip crease reaches back. And then right arm, right thigh, left arm up. Opening your heart, maybe your gaze up too. Shoulders flowing down your back while the core, heart, and crown pull forward. What does that do when it comes to sensation in the left glute and the IT? Rotating through the wrist. Maybe this is when we can travel the gaze point down towards your mat or floor space. And then the other way. And now we'll go ahead and bend the left knee to meet the right. Keep your T arms as you open your heart to your left. And then arms fly up at center. Hands at your heart. Good. Arms flowing down. Lift your heart. Shine your face up. Chin into the chest. Bending knees. Rolling down your fluid spine. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Open mouth clearing. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands and knees, tabletop position. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, cow spine, lifting heart and seat. Open mouth, cat spine. One more, maybe you offer sound here. As loud or soft as you like. One more, why not? Just give us the opportunity to explore. Express how you really are right now. Long spine, knees out wide, big toes together to touch, hips flowing back. Child's pose, Halasana. Considering what can be at peace in your body, your mind, your heart. And maybe this can be connected to a mantra, something we can repeat over and over again in our breath, in our minds. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. And again, maybe every exhale has sound. Maybe it's not even an open mouth. Maybe it's an M vibration, like a hum. Three more breaths. The gift of practicing in your home is that you truly get to choose. You don't have to worry as much, I hope, about having to fit in any kind of social norm or box. You want to scream or need to scream, scream. If you want to cry, need to cry, cry. It's all a part of the healing. Hands underneath the shoulders, lifting our hearts up just enough to flow the legs over to one side. And then a comfortable seated position. We won't be here that long, just long enough to have some transition time from standing to lying down. That's really what it is. So hands on the legs, shoulders up, shoulders drop, open mouth. One more. Long spine lifting. Now we'll bring the right hand to the left leg, wherever it is, it doesn't matter. And then the other hand behind you as we lift our spines up, and then twist lovingly, softly towards your left. And then go ahead and just look straight to your left. Will allow us to be our opportunity to consider present moment. How are we in this present moment? Depending on how you are or when you are tuning in, if it's at the end of the week, first considering your day, considering this moment in time, how are you right here, right now? Is there something you can release to help facilitate rest right here, right now? Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 4 more breaths. Maybe it's not even something of the mind and heart. Maybe it's literally tension in the physical body, in your jaw, your shoulders, your hands, the muscles of your face. Even your breath. Maybe we have this notion of how we're, quote, supposed to breathe in yoga. Maybe it's about just breathing naturally. And then we're going to inhale at center or Focusing our gaze to our left. And then exhale to flow the head over the back shoulder. So now we're considering past. Maybe it was the beginning of the week, the beginning of the year, the month, whenever you're tuning in. What first comes to mind when you consider past? Maybe it's childhood, generations. What can be embraced and what can be released right here, right now. Maybe the revelation unfolds and results in physical tension. Maybe it results in the mind, the heart. Just observing it and breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 4 more breaths. Let yourself be patient with releasing. Letting go can be so hard, especially when it's charged with emotion or with patterning that supported that part of your story to be written as scripture. So perhaps it's about allowing for the layers of letting go. And then we'll inhale here. Keep your twist as the face shines over your front shoulder now. Keeping your arms, your hands where they are. And can the shoulders flow deeper down towards the floor as the heart rises up just softly. Again, this is soft. You may already be witnessing all the time in this twist what it may be doing. Maybe not. It's all good. And considering our future, considering the future, maybe it's relationship with the unknown, the mystery of it. Maybe it's something that you can see so clearly and feel in your heart, envision in your mind. And when we consider our relationship with our observation of the future, trying to release our grip to what we perceive to be the way forward, or what forward motion even looks like. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 1 more. And then we'll flow at center with the spine. Maybe we need to shake out our hands. And then if your legs are crossed, switch to your maybe awkward cross. Hands on the legs, shoulders up. Shoulders drop, open mouth. 1 more. Now left hand to your right leg, right hand behind you, lengthening our spine, and then lovingly, softly twisting to your right. And then we're observing the right. So the twist was deliberately to the left at first for y'all, to help cleanse internally. And we're staying here quite a bit to consider cleansing, releasing in the physical body, in the mind, and in the heart. So again, how are you in this moment? Maybe you've shifted from the other side, maybe. And so really consider, has your present moment, has your answer shifted? Let it shift. What can be released? Maybe it even is the intent searching, thinking something needs to be fixed. or actively released. Maybe it's physical tension, heart tension, mind tension, spirit tension. And breaths to lovingly, softly releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Two more breaths. Lifted, loving spine flowing up. Face shines towards the back shoulder, keeping your shoulders where they are, or if anything, allowing them to flow down, resting towards the floor and your water element. Looking back. Is there something we're ready to release? Perhaps it's a part of our story. Perhaps it's a part of our excuses, our reasons, why. And then breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 4 more big breaths. At the end of your 4th exhale, we're keeping our spinal twist for the most part while we move our head towards the front shoulder. So we're flowing in the cervical spine, observing what's ahead. Maybe it's literally what's right in front of you in your tangible space. Maybe it's in your day, or the steps you may perceive are necessary. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 4 more breaths. And now we'll go ahead and unravel at center. Bring your legs into diamond-shaped legs. Hands on the legs. No need to effort here as we lift our spines up and then reach your long spine forward. And then maybe even the arms flow ahead. I like to even free myself from having to effort with my arms, with my hands, and just allowing for the lengthening of my spine, the reaching forward, while I ground and earth in the present moment with my sit bones. So I'm just speaking to my experience. Maybe that can help support you in having that awareness of present and future. Maybe even your seat can lengthen back slightly towards the past, so towards the space behind you, to help lengthen. How does that potentially inspire freedom? Go ahead and flow the spine up. Bring your feet to the front edge-ish of your space. And then have that block nearby, because now we're going to utilize the block as we bring the arms forward, heart lifting, and then easing all the way down. And then what we'll do is we'll bend our knees, bring the feet in contact with the mat, with the heels close enough to where we could touch the heels with the fingertips. Getting a hold of this block as we inhale, hips are down, and then exhale the hips to rise. Floating the block at where the low back meets the glutes. So it's not all at the small of your back. Some of it's touching the top part of your glutes. swaying the legs side to side. And this could be it. Just elevating your hips a little bit to feel that physical uplift from an earth element, whether it's your block, your books, the flour or sugar in a reusable chakra taped up. I say taped up because we don't want it to release out. And then we'll just go ahead and draw circles with a bent right leg. And you get to decide how big your circles are. Maybe they're tiny. Maybe they're huge and expansive. Maybe you add sound here. Other way with the leg. Okay, placing this right foot down and then sliding the right leg long. And yeah, normal for your body to tilt forward to the front part of your block space. Maybe you feel the hip flexor releasing. Sometimes low back strain or pain could be a byproduct of tight hip flexors. So that's why we're offering some love here. So actively considering releasing in the hips, the glutes, the low back. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Maybe you release the foot. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 2 more breaths. Long leg. Right foot meets the left. Maybe already you witnessed that transformation. Go ahead and take that time to marvel at what a loving mind can do. What loving movements can do. So now, circles with the left leg. Left leg bent, and you get to decide how big or small. Ideally, we're drawing these circles slowly. There's a saying from a great teacher, T.S. Little, that movement is hydration. And he speaks to how the movement needs to be slow to help inspire lubrication in the joints, to help cajole the microwebbing that hugs our muscles other way, the fascia, to release. And it's usually the tightening up of that fascia and hugging around the muscles that creates soreness, tightness in our muscles. Now this left foot will ground down, inhale. Exhale, slide the left leg long. And then focusing on releasing around the glute, the hips, the low back, your foot, your ankle. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. 3 more breaths. Consider what can be released in your physical body with each breath. Inhaling here, exhale the left foot to meet the right. Hips are grounded on the inhale. Exhale your hips to rise up away from the block. And then we'll flow the hips down. I hope you feel a super deep connection. Go ahead and roll your head side to side to help inspire some freedom in your neck and your throat. And staying, continue to rest. I'm just gathering the harmonium, getting ready to offer the sound component to practice. And so maybe you begin to rest simply by slowing down the movement of the head, and then eventually finding your way to stillness. Maybe you bring that a blanket to cover your upper body. Sometimes the weight helps soothe the nervous system, helps us calm and ease even more deeply. Maybe you want to twist more with the legs bent. Your choice. Resting and releasing. And so allowing the sounds of the harmonium to help inspire that rest and release. Perhaps you can remember that element of water, imagining that you're being held up by this element of water, and that the element of water is washing all along the back plane of you, along the back of your skull, your neck, your throat, your heart, your hips, your legs. Cooling off any old stories that you're ready to release. And every time you allow for that releasing, there's even more buoyancy to let yourself be held, rejuvenated, restored with love. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, I am. Taking in those healing waters. Breathing out, releasing like a ripple effect that begins from you and releases out. allowing for us to take off the social mask, the masking that can happen to act like we have all of our stuff together, the mask of okayness. Just release so we can rest. Take off the mask. Restful, this joining in sound, requiring as little effort as possible. And perhaps this guides you to rest. Maybe this guides you to take a nap or ease into sweet sleep. Maybe this is something you can offer yourself from time to time to help you rest. Maybe you sing it in your mind. Maybe you hum it. So please feel free to stay and rest. Maybe you move restfully as you sway your head side to side. And think of the head diving deep into that water element. Maybe you can imagine some loving maternal hands holding your head in their hands, guiding you in that soft flow of the head side to side. Pausing at center to slowly brush your thumbs alongst all fingertips and wiggle your toes. Rest, eased, restful movement. And so that being said, just outstretching one of your arms so it can be like a pillow for your head as you flow over to that side, allowing that arm to be a resting, soft place for your head as the knees flow in, that fetal position to help us start again, start new. Start from curiosity, ease. And then slowly guiding yourself up to your comfortable seated position or stay resting. Arms lovingly rising up. Hands together at your heart. Arms flowing up. And then into your heart. Gathering rest, ease, loving kindness, flowing that goodness into your lifted, receiving heart. Bowing head to heart. It's such an honor to be here for you in this way. Wishing for you a conscious time of rest, rejuvenation, restoration from my heart to yours. Namaste.